It's snowing?
There's been slight flurries. I don't think they've started here yet. Maybe.
Okay, cool.
It's Wednesday, which means it's already Wednesday, my dude.
Yeah!
Not this one, don't write this one. Don't write this one. Yeah! This doesn't get any better than that.
Ah!
Ooh! Alright, we're gonna get you up the go.
Oh, that's what we did. Oh, yeah. I remember. Oh, yeah, I didn't care.
Go ahead and write this down for your third one. Stonehenge. Stonehenge. Stonehenge is done by the Neolithic people, which is important to know.
I've seen that before.
You probably have.
You probably haven't. I'm pretty sure.
So,
Probably.
Stonehenge, Neolithic people, England,
Pretty sure you should stop.
made out of stone. By the way, the stone that you see there, that is placed there, was actually harvested about 100 miles away. So they had to move these. By the way, if you notice the time period, sorry, it's hard to see, it's 3,000 to 2,300 BC. That's roughly about the time that there was wheels. There were wheels. The hard part is people aren't sure exactly how they were placed or what tools they used. And thousands of pounds. Everyone got that? Here we go. Raise your hand. What do you think the purpose of this was? Just raise it. Raise your hand. Give me a couple ideas. Yeah, John.
Some like goddess thing.
God. So like worshiping some type of gods. Very good. Anyone else?
Maybe for direction.
Direction. Good. Good.
Time.
Time. Very good.
Like, place to go when like you're
That too.
running away from fighting.
Okay, so like a safe place in a way. Good. Yeah.
Place they kill people.
Place to sacrifice people. Very good. Very good. A lot of people haven't said the most popular one, aliens. Some people think aliens are very good, but I'm going to show you a zoomed out picture. This gives us a little bit better view. Most people think it's just about this. Notice the trench around it. Also notice the slight little rocks.
Looks like a heart.
Yeah, John.
Fortress.
A fortress. Yeah, it could have been like a moat.
You know, a battle
Crocodile.
happened there or
I
something.
got crocodiles.
We have to understand who these people were. Remember I said Paleolithic people were all about hunting, gathering. Now we're into the Neolithic that are all about farming, domesticating animals. Notice the shadows. What might it indicate? Not necessarily
Like wind,
people.
wind to harvest stuff.
When to harvest stuff, when to plant stuff. This is a big sundial. It's a big calendar to tell, hey, like for instance, if I had a seed and I planted it right now here in Iowa, would it grow? No, it probably would even die because then it would be frost, moisture would get in it. It would never produce in the spring. Some of those, some of them would. But we need to know, now that that's important to us, we need to know when to plant, when to harvest. When do we need to harvest before the frost comes? So this is basically a big sundial. Yes, there were sacrifices in it at certain points. Yes, there was religious events held in it at certain points. We're not sure exactly when things were destroyed, when things were fully intact. But for the most part, the mysterious part is this though. We're not sure how exactly they did it. And that's what makes it mysterious and why people really love it. Why people say, oh, aliens did it, or this or that. But very much so, there's this mysterious thing that's been there for thousands and thousands of years. So, that is the most case.
I got a conspiracy theory.
Yes.
Maybe Hercules did it.
Maybe Hercules did it. That may not have been one of the Hercules.
I don't think that.
I don't know.
Because it's in England, so it's a little bit. Yeah. All right. Third or fourth item, I should say. Steel of Narhamsin. Steel of Narhamsin. Steel of Narhamsin. We have stone slab. By the way, steel is a vocabulary word. It's a vocabulary word that you'll need to know. So this is a steel. It is a freestanding stone that has a relief sculpture on it. We'll talk about a relief sculpture here in a second. It's a freestanding stone that has a relief sculpture on it. So it stands on its own. Can you guess which one of these characters on here is Darnheim's head? The big one. The big one. What is he doing?
He's standing over one.
Yeah, he's standing over everyone. Notice how he has like the spear in the guy's throat right now. What is it showing? Yeah. How much power he has, how he dominated people. This is really the first time where we have groups, and he's trying to document, hey, I conquered these people. I want people to know that I was powerful. I want people to know that I'm in charge. I want people to know I'm the head guy who killed everyone. So this is really trying to show power. We see many of these throughout prehistory, but this is one of the more famous ones. Again, this is the Akkadians. This is the second group that came in. All right, so this is basically a stele. We also have a stele. This is called a law code of Hammurabi. No, it is not Harambe. Hammurabi. This is the last one that I want you guys to write in. Law code of Hammurabi. By the way, who here has seen this before? Okay, one. This is really sad because when I was in school, this is one of the things you learn about, like in 5th and 6th grade, and everyone knew this. It's really sad that they don't teach this anymore. Too much standardized testing. Alright, Law Code of Hammurabi. What you're looking at is a freestanding stone. Again, it is a stele if you want to classify it as that. This has a relief sculpture on the top. What this was, Hammurabi, he was part of the Babylonians. He was the king. He had all these people that he was in charge of. Well, here's what happens when you're the ruler and your kingdom gets bigger and bigger. Well, everyone who has a problem, they come to see you to fix it. Hey, my tire's flat. Hey, someone stole this from me. Hey, he killed my son. Annoying things like that. Okay? So he's like, hey, maybe if I write down and create all these laws. This is the first time we ever see laws in the history of it. And I write them on these pillars. I carve them into these pillars. By the way, this is flat because of all the sand storms. It used to be all the laws carved in there. And I place all of these around my kingdom so everyone knows this is what's true. Have you guys ever heard of an eye for an eye?
Yeah.
Boom. From this. Directly from this. So this actually had an eye for an eye. It's one of the laws. This is the first time we ever see art used as a political stance of, hey, this is the laws. This is how we're going to display the laws around you. By the way, most people, when they look at this, they think Hammurabi is this guy sitting on the throne. Wrong. Basically, this is Hammurabi here. He's going like this. He's going, I will uphold what you give me. This is the sun god that they worship. He is giving his rod or his staff to rule over everyone. He's saying, hey, I'm allowing this guy to give you guys laws. He's in charge. So that's what that symbolizes up there. A very important art piece throughout the history of time. Again, shows what is going on. Last thing I'm going to show you guys. We have fertility doll, which is the Venus of the Dark. The stele, which is a freestanding stone, which the last two were. Also a relief sculpture. Relief sculpture is where it is a surface raised. It's not a sculpture that you can walk all the way around, but it is surface raised. So when we actually look at this, it's a flat surface that's raised. Same thing with this, surface that's raised. It's a relief sculpture. Relief sculpture. Okay? I wanted to give you guys 2 minutes to fill out the last 2 questions there. Summarize what purpose art had during this time period, and what do I think about the time period now? On the opportunity, there's going to be a few questions of this time period dealt with da-da-da-da-da. This art time period dealt with da-da-da-da-da. So I want you to summarize what these few pieces have in common. What are they about? You're not gonna turn these in right now, you'll turn them in later for points. Yes?
For the second question, is from like the art period now?
For the one that we just talked about.
Oh, it's like the old.
Yeah, what do you think about prehistory art now? What you guys are going to do today, you guys are going to finish up. Most of you guys should get finished today. Some of you will need some time tomorrow to finish on your scales. That's okay, we'll have some time. They are due tomorrow, but most will get done today. Make sure you leave your ones blank. They're done for you. Here's the nice thing. You can tell if it's done really nicely and correctly, especially cross-hatching. If you squint and they all look the same, they line up the same. Okay, that's when you know you've done it pretty good. Okay? Last thing I'm going to show you guys, all eyes up here real quick. All eyes, all eyes, all eyes, all eyes, all eyes, all eyes, all eyes. This box right here has a certain kind of pencil. It is an ebony pencil. Kind of small one. Some of you guys use these at the Des Moines Art Center because someone stole my box of pencils and they had to use these. These are expensive pencils, about $2 a piece. A piece. Please do not go like this. What are you doing with it? Breaking the line. Breaking the line. It's like, when I hear that or see someone, it's like you taking $2 of mine and flushing it down the toilet. I'm not very happy when I see that. So, what these are, it is a softer lead. You know how some of you guys are getting to your 10, you're having to press super hard, and the paper's starting to bow, and there's this heavy sheen on it? These are a lot easier. You don't have to press as hard. It comes off pretty nice and easy, and it's all dark real quick. You can use these. I highly suggest if you want to push your 8, 9, 10s, use this. Don't use this for your 2, 3, 4s or 5s. But if you want to really get dark, you can use these. Please put these back. Please don't take these. Okay? So if you look at it and you figure each one of these is $2, how much money's sitting here? And I've invested just like more later, or other places. But you guys can use that. Any questions?